this behavior is illegal. But the court orders you to do something, you pay no attention to it.
Your daughter was just in court. You understand that this is the third offense.
You need to know also that there are consequences. So what I'm going to do is, I want you to stay in custody for 2 more days. I know that you know what the rules are, and I know that you know how to abide by them, and that's what you need to do. The word I have is that you told your sister that your curfew was 10 o'clock. Okay? Your curfew is 8 o'clock, and you know it's 8 o'clock. So if you are out at all after 8 o'clock, then you're going to do a weekend, and you're going to do this weekend, if that happens this week.
Like, I gotta go to her trial on the 30th. I don't know if they're gonna find out what my name is. If they find out my name is, I'm back in jail for lying about my name. And then I'm just back in jail because of my warrant. Shit's all bad right now. That's all I have to say. Everything's all bad. I don't feel like being at work. I don't like being there. No.
Turn the camera off, please.
I have a couple things to say, and I don't want anyone to interrupt me.
She's Stephanie. I don't want an attitude. Nobody's attitude in here. You know why? Because that's what we're trying to do.
Ain't no attitude.
I know, baby, listen. What I'm saying
I'm not trying to get out. I'm just trying to say what I gotta say so I can put it down on the table so I can get off my chest. Sometimes I would flash on people, and it has nothing to do with them. It just has to do with the fact that I'm angry at somebody, and they're the closest person around for me to take my anger out.
Okay, and again, if you don't feel comfortable working in an environment, then they might feel like that, then you have the option to leave as well.
I understand. I mean, I'll wipe my ass with this fucking paycheck. Good. I don't give a fuck about nobody, basically. That's all I'm saying. Talking people smoking weed. Who the fuck was smoking weed? Y'all need to realize people don't give a fuck about people on the streets don't give a fuck about us to snitch if we were smoking weed or not. And if we were smoking weed, we still did outreach. Go look at the fucking stats. Bet you didn't get up in the last couple months. Center or whatever, don't understand the life's not at all great and grand. And I'm not gonna be happy. I'm not gonna smile when that's not the way I feel. You know, you gotta be like a tortoise or whatever in life. You gotta have some protective code. You know, whether it be, you know, your temper or whatever, not talking to people, whatever. And if mine's my temper and my attitude, then so be it. Nobody's gonna change my personality for a job. Nobody's gonna walk all over me neither. The center can change people's lives, you know. I mean, it kept me out of jail this long. I'd like it to keep me out of jail even longer. Because I really hate jail. I know if I went back now, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Because I got a son now. He's the reason I want my job back. Because if I didn't have a baby, I really wouldn't care. I'd probably just be like, I lost my job, you know. Oh well. But now I got a reason to stay out of jail. I got a reason to have a job, you know. Maybe the feeling behind my feelings of anger is the feeling I'm not going to make it.
That night I was high. I was just getting high the whole weekend. It was now Wednesday. I was just up. I was smoking ice and drinking. I was too amped and too hyphy to even think. But my brother, we was fighting like usually. And he kept hitting me, and I ran down the stairs, and I was trying to hit him with this pole. He grabbed a pole, and he was fighting behind the table. I kept trying to get away from him, because he kept, like, swinging, trying to hit me.
Aaron 691 emergency. The police! My daughter just shot my son! Okay, I'm sending the police. Hold on for the ambulance. Get out! Sorry, what's it? Yes, go ahead, please! My son is shot! Your son was shot? Yes, he's shot! I'm calling please! Yes? Yes, please! The police are with the ambulance! Is he breathing? Yes! He's breathing, okay. Oh, come on!
When I found out that Sheila shot her brother and that he survived, but she may face a life sentence, 25 years to life, it just broke me. All we can really do at this point is just pray that the system won't just lock her away.
How you been? Fine.
What's been going on?
Right now, I've just been taking it one day at a time. Like, I think by the time I finish fighting my case and over, it's gonna be about 2 years I done been. That's how I think.
But you have to figure out, like, why would the state want to let you out? This ain't juvenile, like, it's a whole different story. Your lawyer, when you talk to him, you have to come clean. You gotta tell them what your life has been like, or you have no.
I don't want to get my brother in trouble.
So, but you have to talk to him too, what the implications will be for your family. If you tell him the truth and he puts that out there to the court, you know what I'm saying, how life really is at home. Before you even start talking, you need to ask him, like, well, if I tell you these things, what could happen to my baby brother? Or what could happen to my mother? Or what could happen to my father? But there's nothing that he can do if you don't really tell him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to have a case and you're going to go away.
I swear, I be knowing stuff. Like I got special powers or something. Like today, my hands was just itching, right? I'm like, why is my palms itching? I ain't gonna get no money up in here. So this was why my palms itching, because I was getting out today. Hey, let me get some Skittles. I ain't had no candy since Candy had me.
No, so I'm just scared. So,
Well, what I heard about Walden House, I heard that it's a good program. I know it's a lot of support there, and we go through a lot of groups and a lot of meetings, and that's the type of stuff I need. I need support. I need people to talk to, people that's been in the same predicament as me. I have a 12 or 18-month program. That's a long time, but since I'm going to be there that long when I get out, I plan not to do no drugs or nothing, because I don't want to just let all that time go to waste. I'm excited. I'm real excited. I think it'll be good because I won't have to worry about nothing. Everything I'm going to need is going to be there.
at work because now it feels like my life is like hella routine. You know, it's like every day, get up, take care of the baby, go to work, go home, take care of the baby, get up again in the morning, take care of the baby, go to work. Sometimes I just want to go out and have some fun.
Well, this last time that he went to jail, my mom called the police on him, and once they came, I just filed a report. You know, I met up with him the next day. We went out, and you know, he was just yelling and I'll do this right now. I don't care if we're in the street, this and that. I was just like, God, you know, I can't put up with this anymore. It has to stop sometime. You know, I love him very much, and we've been together a long time. So we're friends too, but then we're together too, and hold on a minute. But, you know, at the same time, I know that it's not my problem that he's hurts me. It's his problem. And I just want, you know, to help him. But I can't. He has to do it himself.
I haven't had my own room in a long time. I haven't, like, you know what I'm saying? I really haven't had people treat me the way they do here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had respect, but not all the way. Like, you don't get disrespected no kind of way here. You know what I'm saying?
Saw my real hair too. Just want to get that on camera.
I'm on orientation base. I got an orientation packet that I have to fill out for me to move to the next phase, but I'm not ready to fill it out yet because I don't feel I'm ready to go to the next phase. It's been hard for me to just let everything go. Like, I've been thinking about, man, like you can't have contact with nobody. Friends, boyfriends, nothing. We're in our own little world, and they separate us from the outside world like that.
So tonight, we wanted to do a caseload group on Tangram to give you an opportunity to talk about what you need to do to move forward in your program.
Like, I know you gave me writing letters as you know, as a part of my treatment plan, and I have been writing letters and, you know, giving them to my sister and my mom when they come and visit me, talking about how I feel when my mom don't come, or, you know, when she comes late, or talking about all the pain and the feelings and the anger that I have. I've been waiting a long time to be able to, you know, visit my family. I've been here almost 8 months, and I finally get to go home for the first time for 4 hours, you know, and that really means a lot to me now because I've worked so hard to get to 4 hours and taking baby steps, and I'm at the bottom right now, but I'll make it to get higher. And yeah, just, I don't know, that's all I can say. Hello.
What's this? Chloe.
Yeah.
Let me tell you then where we stand right now. Okay. Right now, you have so many cases, just trying to straighten them out is getting a little difficult. Bottom line is, you're on a run. I don't even know where to begin to talk to you about this. The hard part is trying to straighten out everything you got here. And you got so much stuff here, I'm trying to make sure we're not missing anything.
You don't think they'll give me a program for it? I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know.
Okay, you know, you mentioned that to me before, and that's why I wanted to come up here. I don't see a chance in the world that I'm giving you a program. You have had every break in the world, it looks like. Everyone has been trying to help you, and you screw up constantly. Well, one of the reasons I wanted to go through these arrests with you is every couple of months you get arrested for something different, and it all seems to involve drugs or alcohol.
That should be a reason for them to give me a program.
And possibly it would have been, except when you start dealing with guns, then the program goes out the door. I mean, you're willing to
I was dealing with guns, and I didn't know what I was up for about a week. I didn't know I wasn't in the right state of mind at that time. You can ask the witnesses that was here.
I'm agreeing with you. The witnesses say you were not in your right state of mind. But the problem is when you shoot somebody, the district attorney's office doesn't look very kindly about you having a gun in your possession, being under the influence, and the gun going off, and somebody getting shot in the chest. Now, if you're telling me that's what you want as a program, that's what I'll approach the district attorney on. I got to tell you something. I don't think that's realistic, and that's why I'm here. What programs have you made application to?
None. But I was in Sisters. I can go back, and they said I could get a chance to go to Waterhouse.
Okay, how about starting and doing something? So at least I can go to the DA and say you've recognized your problem and you want some help and you're doing everything in your power to do this. But do something.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, let's see if the DA will offer anything, but let's see whether or not you get yourself into a program. Okay.
When I first got here, I was feeling like I done fucked up my life. And I was like, damn, and it was my brother. I was like, my family hella mad at me. Now I'm 20 and I'm in jail now. Think of what I want to do. I'm 20 years old. Like, what do I want to do the next 20 years? Instead of being on drugs. I know I like drugs, but I don't want to be on drugs for the rest of my life, like my dad. It's like he's trying to die, kill himself. And that, like, I think I live a better life if my dad is sober and lives with me, lives long with me. Because I hella love my dad and I like look up to him hella much. And I don't know what I'd do without my dad. I just hope he opens up his eyes and wants to and stops one day for my little brother and my little sister. They're still little. They need a father.
Stephanie, she's back with Herbert. My fear is that she won't think that she's powerful without him. That he makes her her. He makes her whole.
This afternoon, I'm going to go talk to Gina Mobile, my lawyer, and I'm going to see what my options are. And if there's a chance that I can, maybe, right now I'm thinking I have nothing else to do. I'm not going to be outside with my boyfriend because he's in jail. So this is my chance, to get this shit squared off. Even if they give me probation, I don't care. I'll do their stupid probation or whatever, the program, as long as they don't put me in a drug program. I don't care, as long as they don't put me in a drug, or give me a 6 o'clock curfew, because I'm too old to be in the house at 6 o'clock.
My advice would be that you come in and you get everything squared away, and you be honest with your PO. At some point you need to start being honest.
But still, every time I get something right for them, they put too much on my plate. They want me to be home at 6 o'clock, they want to drug test me. And all that, I don't want to start smoking weed. That's how I survive. It is. Or else I'd be too stressed out.
You're stressed out because you've got this shit hanging. Who wouldn't be stressed out? I'd be in a state of terror every time I woke up in the morning. Was today the day that I'm going to get arrested? That is a huge pressure. No wonder you're stressed out. You cannot run from your responsibilities. They haunt you. And they're going to continue to haunt you. And you will feel better if you get this behind you. You won't be looking behind your shoulder every time you walk out on the street. Now you've got how many aliases? 2, 3?
2.
Yeah, but you're getting a jacket in which nobody's going to trust you or believe you. And the only thing that you have to go on in life is your integrity and honesty. Whether people feel they can trust you. And you've got to get this together. That's my feeling.
I saw you once before. You was with your daughter over there by the end. Judah was just like, they're going to Tifa. I just been waiting, you know? Like, I didn't want to just, try to write you or whatever, because you need to focus on yourself for a while. I get straight A's. And what? Everything. Math, science, English, algebra 3, something like that, algebra 2, something like that. What's different about being in a regular school? You know what I mean? Because you've always been super smart. But like, why do you think it's better here? I think because I don't have no distractions. Like, I'm not, surrounded by all this negativity and all this loud noise and, being out there, having to worry about my mom and, worry about where I was going to sleep that night, worry about what I was going to eat or just, I don't, have that many worries right now, and I'm not on drugs. I'm not in a cloud to where I can't concentrate or get my work done. I just got to go in there and bond with my sisters. Okay, go bond. Okay. She's doing so good. It makes me want to cry.
You never said happy shit happens.
I know I'm only 18, but it's like I feel like I'm an official adult.
Please be seated and come to order. Can we go to the matter on line 1, 2, 14, and 33, Sheila Percent?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ira Bard, BART, Ms. Percent is now present.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ronnie for the people.
Your Honor, we have had extensive negotiations with the district attorney in this case in order to settle this matter along with the other current open cases Ms. Percent has.
Gun cases and use of a weapon are some of the most serious charges that you can ever be faced with. And it is very rare for any individual to not receive prison in any kind of case where a weapon is carried or, in this case, actually used.
I'd allowed to give the charge from to a felony, but for the purposes of probation and
She pled guilty to the assault with a deadly weapon, and she received a 1-year county jail sentence, which could be served through a 2-year program. My latest understanding was that Walden House was going to accept her.
Right, Ms. Bassani wants to enter a plea of guilty to the charge of assault with a deadly weapon, a violation of Section 245.
The more important thing that came out during the investigation was some of the past violence that had been going on in that house that was unreported. The juvenile justice system, unfortunately, is not perfect, and I don't think they addressed her drug issues, and I think that was a huge part of the issue that brought up this case.
Gun reg stuff, updated crime, operability, and stuff.
The reason that this case is atypical is because you have actually 2 attorneys, myself and Mr. Bard, that really were on the same page as far as what we thought was the right disposition for Sheila. Putting her in prison would have basically been setting her up for a lifetime of committing crime.
You understand that if you are granted probation and violate any of the terms of that probation, you may be sentenced to state prison without a trial.
Sheila needs to, as a whole, successfully complete 4 years of probation. If she reoffends during the time of probation, if she goes out there and she sells dope, or she goes out there and she hits somebody, or she has a gun on her or a knife on her, then she's looking at prison, a minimum of 7 years.
having some more. If I get used to living around people that's clean, then I'll get the hang of, being clean.
Alright, good luck, Sheila. Okay. You having trouble?
I've seen a lot of people that went, and they said that it can work. It will work if you work with them.
What's your mom's first name? My mother's first name.
Oh, Velvet. I think this was the best thing for me.
Well, I turned myself in after I met with Gene. They put me on the ankle monitor for 6 months and made me go to therapy. So I went, and then I got my GED, and then I graduated in 11 months, and they took me off probation. It's a freedom that feels good, to be able to go out at night and not necessarily go out, but just to do what you want and not have to be on other people's time and stuff like that. So it's been long awaited, I can tell you that.
I've successfully completed the program, and I plan on, moving on, going to the next facility, which is the adult facility, and transitioning into Satellite, which is a clean and sober transitional house, where I'll live there and I'll pay rent and I'll just, go to work, go to school. To be honest, I feel really scared about leaving. I'm scared of, change, It's like I've been in this small house for, 19 months. I've been structured, but here it is now that I'm going to a different place where I have more freedom and there's less structure. And, that's what scares me, because I know the type of person I am, and I know, the type of people I attract. And that's just what I'm scared of. It's a lot going on out there. I'm scared to go back down that road I was already on.
This chamber rod.
To keep it real, I still got a run in me. I can go back out there, but I can't afford to go back out there. I got a strike, and I'm not trying to go to prison for the rest of my life. Because it's easy to strike out. It's easy. If I get high today, I might as well just go turn myself in to jail, because that's where I'm going to go. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to do this. Recovery thing. But try this out. I ain't gonna say it's easy, because it's not. Every day I be changing my mind. Sometimes I want to stay at the program, sometimes I want to do 6 months, sometimes I want to do 9 months, sometimes I want to go home right now. So change is really hard. People be like, you need to change like it's easy. It's not easy to change your old behaviors. Because you didn't learn the old behaviors in one day, you ain't gonna change them in one day.
I don't feel in danger of going to jail, which is a good feeling, because I hated feeling like that. Right now, I'm so caught up with my school and everything. That's what keeps me going, is school. I never knew that I would like school as much as I did. I've been going to City College. Right now I'm doing business marketing because I know I can sell anything to anyone, and I just feel like I'm made for the corporate world.
Whoa. Watch out!
I think we're okay between me and my son's father, I guess. I mean, we're still kind of together. I see him, but we don't live together anymore. It's kind of a touchy situation, we could say. Because we're on different pages of our life right now, you know. I'm doing something way different than him.
Push me higher.
Having Herbert really changed me a lot. It kind of calmed me down in a way because I want him to have a good life. So what I wanted to do was get to school. I wanted to go to college so I could set him an example. Because even though it was hard for me, if I give him a good life, it will be easier for him. It'll be easier for him to go to high school and do a lot of things that I didn't get to do and go to college and have a good life. When you're living or you're in the streets, change is not instantaneous. You take gradual steps, and slowly you get better. What it breaks down to is having people on your side, people supporting you, and people telling you all the time that you can get through this, and this is just a bad point in your life when you have the whole rest of your life to live. For a lot of people, that could be just what they need to keep them going.